Hey everyone, have you ever felt like you were just constantly striving, pushing to reach a goal, only to feel totally exhausted or even a little disappointed at yourself when you finally got there? Yeah, for years I wrestled with that feeling in my own personal and spiritual development journey. See, I thought I was deep into the profound wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita, especially this concept of Nishkama Karma Yoga, which in translation loosely translates to the yoga of selfless action or the yoga of action without karma. And we'll talk about it more. But for now, understand that I understood it intellectually, or so I thought, but something hadn't clicked right for me. It was like I thought I had the recipe, but not the confidence to actually know what to cook or how to cook it. Then quite unexpectedly, I started reading another ancient text that originated thousands of miles away from the philosophical underpinnings of the Indian subcontinent to a completely different culture, ancient China. And the book was Tao Te Ching. And surprisingly, through its gentle, poetic wisdom, the true meaning of Nishkama Karma Yoga started to become clearer and clearer to me as the pages illuminated my mind and my path. It was like a light bulb went off. Today I want to share that personal revelation with you. We'll briefly dive into the two incredible scriptures, the Bhagavad Gita and the Tao Te Ching, and see how their core teachings, separated by geography and centuries in timeline, beautifully align to offer a timeless blueprint for living a truly effortless and fulfilling life. Let's get started with the Bhagavad Gita, a crown jewel of Hindu philosophy nestled within the epic Mahabharata. Picture this scene. A warrior prince, Arjuna, is standing on a battlefield where he is totally paralyzed by doubt because he's facing his family and his teachers on the other end of the battlefield. He sees no point in this fighting. And this is an absolutely crucial and critical moment because his charioteer, Lord Krishna, starts to share his incredible divine wisdom to Arjuna, the Gita, which literally translates to the Song of God. And this whole profound conversational teaching on duty, on dharma, on devotion, on knowledge, and ultimately on how to live a truly meaningful life, even when you're caught in the middle of life's inevitable conflicts, becomes one of the most powerful teachings in the world, and one I deeply resonate with. Karma Yoga, especially Nishkama Karma Yoga, literally translates to action without karma. This is about performing your duties with all your skill and dedication, but without the attachment to the fruits of the outcome of those actions. This is the ancient origin of the phrase outcome independence that we hear so much about these days everywhere. As Krishna famously tells Arjuna, and I'm paraphrasing here, to action alone you have the rights and never to its fruits. This isn't just about feeling good or being a nice person, though those are wonderful side effects. This is about something even more fundamental in Hindu philosophy, karma. We often think of karma as simply what goes around comes around, right? Like, do good deeds, get good returns. Do bad deeds, bad things happen to you. So on and so forth. And that's true on one level, but in a deeper sense, any action, whether it's perceived as good or bad, if it's done with attachment to the results, actually creates a karmic impression or karmic bondage on our soul. It's like adding another thread to this intricate web of cause and effect that keeps us tied to the cycle of rebirth, of ups and downs, of desires and disappointments. Think of it like this. If you do something amazing, hoping for praise, that hope and desire for the fruit, praise in this case, binds you to the action. You are waiting for the thank you on the other end and a reward. And what if it doesn't come? You suffer. If it does come, you might get puffed up or then immediately desire the next praise. This constant cycle of wanting and reacting keeps adding to our karmic account. But Nishkama Karma, the yoga of selfless action, or the yoga of no karma, is the ultimate cheat code. When you perform an action with dedication, with full presence, but with absolutely no attachment to the outcome, whether it's success or failure, praise or blame, then that action in a spiritual sense leaves no karmic imprint on your soul. No karmic imprint. For example, I am creating this video. If I do it with a goal of it going viral or being watched by this many people, I generate karmic imprint, a bondage to my action. But if I do it with the realization that I am only entitled to putting in the work, creating this video, and once I hit that upload button on YouTube and just chill out about the result, that is Nishkama Karma, and I am not generating any karma, positive or negative, because of it. It's like putting energy into the universe, but without any personal return address stamped on this effort. You're acting out of duty, out of love, out of alignment with your true self, out of alignment with your purpose, rather than out of desperate need for a particular result. This action purifies your mind. It truly lightens your load. You're doing the work, but you're not getting entangled in the consequences. And that's the profound way Nishkama Karma helps you generate no karma. Not only that, it slowly frees you from the action and reaction cycle. So do your best and let go of results. But seriously, how do you truly do that? How do you stay totally engaged and passionate about what you're doing without being completely driven by the very results you want? That was my biggest question mark. Now, let's journey across continents all the way to ancient China, to a text called the Tao Te Ching, attributed to the mystical philosopher Lao Tzu. The Tao Te Ching, which means the classic of the way and the virtue, loosely translated, is this incredible collection of poetic verses that speak of the Tao, the indescribable fundamental force, or the way of the universe. And its core teaching is Wu Wei. Now, this often translated as non-action or effortless action. But it's super important to understand. It's not about doing nothing. Not at all. It's about acting in perfect harmony with the natural flow of the Tao, without forcing, without striving or resisting. Just imagine water like Bruce Lee. Water flows effortlessly. It finds the path of least resistance, and yet over time it can carve out entire canyons. That's Wu Wei. A classic verse from the Tao Te Ching beautifully explains this. It says, "The master acts without doing anything and teaches without saying anything. Things arise and she lets them come. Things disappear and she lets them go. She has but doesn't possess, acts but doesn't expect. When her work is done, it is forgotten. That is why it lasts forever." Pretty deep, right? So here is where my personal aha moment happened. I was reading about Wu Wei, this idea of effortless, natural action of just flowing with life instead of constantly pushing against it, trying to make things happen. And it suddenly just struck me that this was how Nishkama Karma Yoga that I have been searching for manifests. The Bhagavad Gita told me what to do, act without attachment to the results. And the Tao showed me how to do it by cultivating an internal state of effortless flow of non-striving. Let's think about it. If we are acting with Wu Wei, we are completely present. We are fully engaged in the process of our action. We are not distracted by all of those anxieties about failure or those crazy fantasies about success. And that inherent presence that we talk about, it automatically reduces our attachment to the results. It's the presence that reduces our attachment to the results. The Tao Te Ching teaches us to be like the uncarved block. Simple, authentic, just allowing things to be. And that simplicity helps us strip away the ego's constant desire for specific outcomes. When you really act from Wu Wei, your actions become pure. They're not driven by selfish desire for praise or money or reward of any kind, personal or professional. And this purity of intention, that's the very essence of Nishkama Karma. For me, the Tao Te Ching truly provided a practical, almost meditative approach to embodying what the Bhagavad Gita taught me. It wasn't just some philosophical or some dogmatic instruction anymore. It became this felt experience of surrender to the flow, of trusting that by truly doing my best in the present moment, the right results would just emerge, whether they match my initial expectations or not. Right? This cross-cultural wisdom is just phenomenal. It reminds us that fundamental spiritual truths resonate across all traditions. Whether we call it desireless action or effortless action or let it go or surrender to the divine will, the message is so clear. When we are free, when we free ourselves from the tyranny of outcomes, our actions start to become purer, more powerful, and our lives are filled with this profound sense of peace and purpose. So if you've been struggling with the concept of letting go or finding peace in your efforts, I really encourage you to explore both of these incredible scriptures or texts. The Bhagavad Gita offers its profound wisdom on duty, on transcendence, and Tao Te Ching provides a beautiful, intuitive roadmap for aligning with the universe's natural rhythm. Embrace this journey, do your best, and trust the flow. Even if you don't get to read these books, hopefully this video helps you with that. The peace you seek ultimately does not lie in the outcome, but in the effortless integrity of our actions. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What ancient wisdom or what unexpected source has illuminated your path? Share with us your thoughts and experiences in the comment section below. If you found this video useful or insightful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. This is Coach KP. Peace.